Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Maryland Terps Dynasty. This is officially episode 1 of the Maryland Terps Dynasty, and today we're going to be getting into the creation process of our coach, going through all that, playing a couple games, and we're going to start building this dynasty. Starting out, we're going to be the head coach and creating new recruiter. We're going to be going with the Pastor D infamous Justin Steele. We're going to be rocking just the automatic, whatever, Maryland spread offense, base 3-4 defense. Our alma mater will make Maryland just because. Now, pipeline, this is what affects our recruiting, and I think I'm going to make it Maryland just to keep it. I guess you can't really put Maryland. Alright, we're going to put the recruiting on West Virginia just to keep it close. And demeanor or intense coach. We got the play sheet stance. And aggressiveness, set it on 51. Now for our appearance. What screams Coach Steele? Alright, I think we found Coach Justin Steele. He's looking pretty young. You know, just finished up his playing days in the NFL. Came back to coach his alma mater. Coach Steele. And you know, we have to just buff him up. 6'5", 270. Can't be a cool coach without some drip. And to me, this is the drip we're rocking. Nothing screams more motivating than a 6'5", 270 coach coming out in a sleeveless tee, looking absolutely jacked, ready to pump up the team. Coach Justin Steele. Look, he got a little gluteus maximus on him, hey yo. So we're gonna be signing a 2-year contract with the goal being win 5 games. And as you can see, Maryland's coming off a 4-8 season. Before that, there was a little success, but it's been super inconsistent for Maryland. They've had a couple highs, some lows, some middle, some bad years here, 3 solid years in a row, but then back to reality. We're going to look to change that narrative and build this team up. All right, so we do start off with 110 coaching credits, coaching points, whatever they're called. Put that into the coach skills, and right now it's just recruiter, so this is going to be huge. It's the pre-order bonus. It's going to help us a lot here in year 1. We're not going to get a great draft class, but I do have a guide that I do want to post on how to recruit pretty efficiently, even if you're not a great school. Like, we're a 3-star program in the BIG10, which is pretty good for recruiting, so it's not going to be too hard for us, but, you know, there's the schools like Oregon, Alabama, Ohio State, schools that get all the 5 stars. I think we'll be able to sneak in a few 5 stars, some 4 stars, some decent 3 stars. So we ended up being able to get most of them into tier 2. We weren't able to get defensive line to tier 2. Doesn't really matter for kicker and punter, just go after whoever. But this will help us increase starting interest from every position except for D-line. And all of them take less time to fully scout, which is going to help us tremendously for this week 1 where we're going to be scouting, putting players on the board. But first, let's get into our custom schedule. So this is the schedule it's going to start us out with. It's a super easy schedule other than a few opponents in the back half, but I mean, UCLA should be an easy walk. Nebraska shouldn't be too hard. Washington's not that good. I mean, these should be some easy wins. We do have to play Indiana, which has Fernando Mendoza in this. Illinois' top 10. Michigan's okay. But we don't have to play the juggernauts. We don't have to play Oregon. We don't have to play Ohio State. Should definitely help us year 1 to get some wins, boost our championship contender and everything. I did want to make the schedule just a little harder, kind of test ourselves. So we're going to throw in 12 seed Miami here, in week 2 and see how that goes. I feel like we're not going to be tested too much. Like, based on the schedule, it's looking like could easily win 8 or 9 games. I mean, I don't really see why we can't go make a bowl game year 1. Decided to challenge ourselves throwing Miami, but this is going to be the schedule for year 1. Let's head into the recruiting process. So taking a look here at the 5 stars, there are some 5 stars that are interested in us. We got Mike Foster, quarterback. He's ranked number 8 in the nation. He's the number 1 quarterback. We have an okay pipeline boost. And then we have Reggie Pilgrim, elite name, number 2 corner, number 2 in the state of Texas, which is a huge football state, number 4 nationally. And then we have Braden Punga, a bald high schooler, ranked number 26 in the nation. So there's 3 5 stars that have us in their top 10. We're going to go ahead and add all of them. And one thing I want to do before we start recruiting is check in on our roster and see what we could desperately use. So taking a look here at the number 1 position, quarterback, we have Malik Washington. He is a true freshman. He's a true Marylander, straight out of Glen Burnie. Shout out C-Bug. 6'5", pure runner, impact dev trait. He's already got some abilities. He's got 92 throw power. He's got some good accuracies. I don't see any world where he is not our future. He's going to be paired up with, I don't even want to try and pronounce his first name, Williams. He is a redshirt freshman, 83 overall. He's got 90 speed. 2 young guys in the backfield, I think. It's going to go great. I think we're going to redshirt Zymir Smith. He's impact dev. He's got some good abilities. He's 91 speed. I think our best play here is to redshirt him. This will be the last position we take a look at. It's wide receiver, and we have, I mean, it's not a great wide receiver core, but it's solid. I mean, decent all-around speed, some decent abilities. The biggest factor is our top 3 receivers, our only 80 overall receivers, are all seniors, so we're definitely going to have to go in and recruit some wide receivers. Taking a look at the overall roster, our highest rated player is Jalen Husky, strong safety. Another Maryland native, 6'2". He's got some decent abilities. Gonna need him to carry this defense because it's a huge drop off from him all the way down to our second highest rated defensive player, which is an 83. But, you know, overall, it's not a bad start. I think this team will be fairly easy to build up. So headed back over to recruiting, and it looks like we don't really need a lot. We're a fairly young team. We're going to be looking at some 4 stars. We need some outside linebackers. We have great pipelines on some of these guys. We're going to scout them, pick which ones we like the best, add a free safety in there. We're basically just going to go through, add the positions of need, check who we want. Honestly, this doesn't have to be a deep class. This just has to be positions we need, try and get the best available. I think this is going to be a great first year of recruiting. Alright, so we got 22 people added to the board. We already went ahead and scouted the 5 stars. I don't know if I'm going to pursue Mike Foster. I think this can be more of a next year positional need. I don't really want to go all in on a quarterback right now, considering we have a true freshman who's going to be great. But these 2 corners, 94 speed, 96 excel, 92 speed, 96 excel, I think those 2 are worth going after. And then we also have these 2 5-star wide receivers down here, Juan Littlejohn and Malcolm Gore. He's a busted gem, but he's still a 5-star. I think we're going to try and go after those 4 or 5 stars. The rest are 4 stars. And we'll see how it goes after scouting. Alright, so we went ahead and scouted everybody. It was honestly not great. We have a couple gems sprinkled in. We ended up taking away one of the 5-star receivers. We left Juan Littlejohn in there, elite name. So I got one of the 5 stars, left the 2 4-stars. These are the 3 wide receivers we're gonna be going after, and I think we're just gonna add just like a calm 4-star quarterback. So perfect. Demarius Flanagan, we're 7th in his interest board. Throw him on there, and nothing for anybody to complain about. We have 20 people. All the team needs are up there. Let's go ahead, scout him real quick. He's gonna be a gem. He's not, but he's gonna redshirt anyway. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna go ahead, throw all 20 guys offers, and then sim to next week. Alright, so now we're in week 0, and I think now is where we start spending our hours. I think for all the 5 stars, we're just going to send the house, put 50 into all of them, and then just trickle in the rest of our hours between the 17 4-stars. Alright, so we went ahead, used up almost all of our hours. We were able to throw 25 on each 4-star, and we ended up throwing an extra 5 hours on all the gems. We got 10 hours left over. That'll do it for the recruiting phase of this episode. Let's get into week 1, play our first game. Quick update, actually. We threw 30 hours on Chase Council, a gem left guard, and he actually reached his top 8 schools already, and we were not included. So it's one less guy on there. I'm not sweating it. There will be plenty of other people we get a chance at. But just a little update on that. Alright, so our first game as head coach for the Maryland Terps, we're at home against West Virginia. They have the overall advantage. Better offense, better defense, but they don't have Coach Justin Steele. Opening kickoff, Maryland is going to receive, playing 6-minute quarters on Heisman difficulty. And it's Knots on the kick return to bring it out to the 28. And here comes Malik Washington. It's actually not going to show him. It's going to show Dejon Williams, freshman running back. But Malik Washington, he's hopefully going to be the cornerstone of this offense throughout the rebuild. And it is the first episode, so I'm not really going to know everybody's names, but after a few games, we'll start picking them up, being able to say them better. But starting here on first down, it's going to be a run with Williams, gain of 5. And I think we're going to want Williams to kind of lead this team. Focus heavily on the ground. Another handoff here. Easy first down. I think game is won in the trenches, and Coach Steele wants to really focus that early on. Another thing I want to mention, I'm only using coach suggestions for offense and defense to make it more realistic, make our coordinators matter more. Just one of those things. But 1st and 10 from the 41, Malik Washington's first throw. And it's off the hands of Knots, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, we're going to put it back on the ground. Williams finds another gap, another first down for him. Quick throw out. Knots makes up for the drop. Quick gain of 5 there. I might end up fine-tuning the sliders, maybe making it a little more difficult depending on how this ends up going. So Malik Washington's going to have plenty of room down the sideline, nobody around him. He's going to pick up an easy 30 yards on the scramble. But back to the sliders, I don't want it to be that easy to where we win a college national championship year 1. Like, Maryland's obviously not going to come out next year and win a natty. Like, I want it to be semi-realistic. Snapping it here. Quick throw to Williams. Makes the catch for the touchdown. Malik Washington's first passing touchdown. Freshman to freshman. Terps take a 7-0 lead. All right, our first snap on defense, we'll get to look at the Stadium Pulse. And the crowd is going absurd. We'll be on Husky here, our top-rated player on the team. They're going to go speed option on the first play, pick up around 4. And it looks like West Virginia is one of those teams that go turbo no huddle. Another handoff, and Scruggs blows it up. They're still going hurry up. 3rd and 7. Testing over the middle and finds it between 3 defenders. Big pickup there. Going hurry up again. Coach Steele preaches winning it in the trenches, winning it on defense. West Virginia not really having a problem so far. Already up to our 45. Play action. Pass is batted down at the line. Finally gives our players some moments of rest. 2nd and 10, they're going big spread. Quick throw over the middle. Bring up a 3rd and 5 where they go hurry up once again. We're going to see if we can send the house. See what our defense looks like in man coverage. Quick throw. Incomplete. 4th and 5 from the 40, and they're going to punt. So punt goes out of bounds at the 12. So 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard run from Williams. Going to keep it on the ground here, try and run it outside. Williams trying to beat him to the edge and just can't get there. He's going to lose a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Good test here for Washington. He's going to scramble. He's got a wide open lane. Malik Washington showing off the wheels again. 2 carries, 53 yards. This is going to be a fun dynasty. So we got a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to get it back on the ground with Williams. He's going to find a gap. Easy gain of 14 there. Despite the overall differential, West Virginia hasn't really put up a challenge on defense. Quick throw over to Smith. He's going to pick up another 1st down, our 7th of the 1st quarter. And for some reason, they're coming out in a 3-man deep prevent defense, so we're just going to hand it off here. Easy lane, Williams, plenty of yards down to the 20, and we're going to be in the red zone to set up the beginning of the 2nd quarter with a 7-0 lead. Starting the 2nd quarter, why not keep it on the ground? They haven't been able to stop us, and Williams finds a gap, and he's going to walk in untouched. 20-yard rushing touchdown. Too easy. 14-0 Terps. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. They're going to start on the ground. He's breaking tackles, picking up a 1st down with ease. Cannot let that happen over and over. Going to try and send a blitz here. Nearly gets home. He's going to have to check it down to the running back for a gain of 3. They're just going non-stop. Hurry up. Handoff here. Can't blow it up. He's going to get another 1st down. This hurry up is really tiring our defense down, I guess. Doing the same thing they did last time, driving down, but they got to be able to finish. Quick throw over the middle. Somehow caught. Only for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 after a quick throw. Picks up 2 yards. And he's going to go over the middle, but incomplete. Overthrows his man. Catch a break there. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now. And just going to throw it away on 3rd and 8. West Virginia gets near midfield and has to punt again. Following the touchback, I can't help but see press coverage. I want Farouk to burn him. I'm going to try and see if we can get it. I don't really like it. Throw on the run here. Smith brings it in. Easy gain of 13. So I think we're going to implement a rule. Like if we're up 4 possessions in the 2nd half, we have to chew clock, run the clock out, that kind of thing. Gets up to 5 possessions, we have to put in the backups just so we don't stat pad. Don't overly do it, like not winning games by an absurd amount. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. We're going to keep it on the ground with Williams, and he's going to find another lane. Williams is just bending them over. 9 carries, 90 yards, and he's got 2 touchdowns. And again, press coverage everywhere. I feel like somebody has to get open deep. And Farouk Finally beats him. Slightly underthrown by Malik. Incomplete. Little reoccurring theme. Keeping it on the ground after an incompletion. Williams just bails us out every time. Another easy 10 yards. 10 carries for 100 yards. 2 touchdowns. This is going to be an elite backfield. Another 1st and 10 here. Just going to check it down to Williams. He's going to turn the corner. He's got room all the way down to the 22. We're going to take a 3-possession lead here. Washington keeps it and almost gets away. Dragged down after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now. Don't have to snap it before the 2-minute warning, but mama ain't raised no bitch. Speed option. Oh, late pitch, and we turn it over. Try and call a fun play, and they read it like a book. Might have been the sell of the century. Definitely a user error, but the stats don't lie. We have 10 more first downs than them. Time of possession's off the charts. Yards advantage off the charts. We trust our defense. 1:59 left in the half. They have all 3 timeouts at the 41. They're going to hand it off on 1st down. He's got a wide open lane all the way up to our 36. He's got 4 carries for 43 yards. I think that might be a problem. Just checking it down. Only going to pick up 3. Clock continues to run. They're in no hurry. All that hustling they were doing earlier is gone. They want to make sure this is the last possession of the half. And screen. Nothing going. No gain there. We're going to call our first time out of the half. We want to get the ball back and make up for what we just messed up. 3rd and 7. The crowd is going insane. Drops back, looking to throw. Looking over the middle. Through traffic, incomplete. 4th and 7, and he's going to attempt a deep field goal. Says his distance remaining is within range. Not sure how far this is, but it's got to be a 50-yarder. Stadium pulse is going crazy. Does he have the ice in his veins? And it's blocked! Recovered by Maryland. And our defense and special teams bails out the offense after the turnover. Score remains 14-0. We have 50 seconds and 2 timeouts to try and put a drive together before half. Here we go on 1st and 10. Not seeing much. Thrown over his body to Farouk, and it's complete. 1st down to the 38. Clock stops momentarily at 43 seconds. 30 seconds and ticking here for 1st and 10. Not seeing anything I like. We're going to take off. Easy yardage here into the red zone, down to the 19. And out of bounds. 22 seconds. Still got 2 timeouts. We're chilling. Washington's going to drop back to throw again. Quick fire to Williams, and incomplete. That could have been bad. Hit the defender right in his chest off the tip. Pause. 19 seconds left here. Quick throw over to Smith. We're going to call a timeout with 14 seconds left. We're at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 2. Got the 3rd and 2 now. Still got a timeout to use. We're at the 10-yard line. They're going to send a corner blitz. We're going to go underneath. Farouk again goes down at the 3. 9 seconds left now. We have time to take a shot. We're going to go 5 wide. Looks like we have a huge mismatch on the right side. Might look for a quick throw here. Oh, but they cover it so great. Wow. Incomplete. 6 seconds. Alright, cannot afford to throw anything but a touchdown here. Any throw has to be in the end zone. Final play before the half. Gonna go for fielding. Touchdown with 2 seconds left in the half. And the Terps continue to dominate here in week 1. It's 21-0 before half. They'll return the kick. Final play before half. And that does it for half number 1. In week 1 of episode 1 of Maryland Dynasty. Player spotlight goes out to Dejon Williams, 10 carries for 100 yards. 2 touchdowns. He's easily been the best player on the offense, right up there with Malik Washington. It's just been easy yards for him every single time. And this is why I scheduled Miami. Quick yap sesh during halftime, but I scheduled Miami because I was afraid this might happen. Like, West Virginia has the overall advantage on us. We're up 21-zip at half. I don't want it to be a cakewalk. I want a challenge. We might have to adjust the sliders, but until then, this is what we get. Maryland BTA. All right, so West Virginia gets to start the second half. They're going to start from their own 16, down by 21. So it's a real make-or-break drive. If our defense can stand strong again, might be too little too late. It's only a gain of 2 on the carry, but they're going to go hurry up again. Give it a rest. Did not work in the first half. Man in motion. They will throw. Throw it to the guy in motion. He's going to break a tackle. Not good. Breaks another tackle. Finally pushed out at the 45. And they're going to go hurry up once more. Like, what's new? What is new? It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Huge yards again. And once more, they're set up within our 40-yard line. It's almost clockwork every time they drive down easily. Still 0 points to show for it. Empty backfield now. And he's going to get sacked. Great downfield coverage. Daniel Owens gets home. It's 3rd and 9 now. They're going to hurry up after the second down carry went for 6. Huge 3rd down. And Husky nearly intercepts it. But the game wants to butt-fuck us since we're up 21-0. Wow. Excuse the language for any children. Anyways, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone. It's going to be a handoff. Breaks a tackle. We're just going to have to stop hit-sticking, man. We can't hit-stickle. Yeah, hit-stickle. We can't hit-stick to save our life. 2nd and inches from the 9. Closest they've been to scoring all day. All the time in the world. Finally just takes off with it. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Just a great showing of Maryland defense there. Absolutely great. Let's go. 21-7. I stand corrected. Our special teams unit is insane. 21-6. Blocked extra point. So here on offense for the first time in the second half. Keeping it simple on the ground. Waste some clock. Feed Williams. West Virginia really hasn't been able to stop us, so really nothing to fear here on offense. Quick throw out to Fleming, and he's going to have plenty of room to run. Spin move back inside, makes 2 miss. Fleming down to the 31. Good Lord, that play should not have went like that, but it couldn't have been any better. Following the huge play, we're going to continue to set the tone on the ground. Williams makes a cut, another pickup of 10. It's just like clockwork, man. Just like cockwork. 2nd and inches now. I think this is a great time to take a shot. Fleming's wide open. Easy catch. Another gain of 10. West Virginia just has no answers right now. Getting down to the last couple minutes of the 3rd quarter. Looking to punch one in. Keeping it on the ground. It's going to be a 3rd and 7. Mama ain't raised no bitch. We got balls of steel. We're going end zone or go home. Washington, though, under some pressure. Able to escape. Takes off with it. Picks up 5. It's going to be 4th and 2. Do we play it smart? Make it a 3-possession game? Or do we go for it? I feel like DeJean Williams has had his way up front. I feel like we'll be just fine here. Regardless if we get it or not, our defense has been excellent. So they'd have to start within their own 5-yard line. I'm just not going to overthink it. We're going to hand it to Williams. He's going to walk in. No, he does not get in. Honestly, that's even better. Now we get to end the 3rd quarter with the ball at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. First play of the 4th quarter here. 1st and goal from the 1. Give us to Williams, and he'll get dropped for a loss of 2, which honestly does not bother me whatsoever. The clock is going to continue to run. Should be prayers up for West Virginia after this. Williams walks in, secures his 3rd touchdown of the day. They just can't stop him. 28-6 now with 5:19 left in the 4th. Might be too little too late, but everything rides on this possession, and they're still running the ball. I mean, it's been effective, 9 for 82, but they don't really have that kind of clock to burn right now. 2nd and 7. Drops back, looking to throw. Has a couple men wide open. It's going to be a decent gain. But they're not running their turbo offense anymore. They might be giving up. 1st and 10 from the 44. They do go underneath. It's going to be another 1st down. Still no hustle out of the offense. Down to 4 minutes left in the game. And they're going to go back to the ground. And this one's going to be a big gain. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, down to the 27. And now they seem to have some life. Going hurry up. Goes underneath. Able to break a tackle, carry another man for a gain of 6. It all really comes down to this drive. If they can somehow get it in, maybe they have a chance. Going underneath again. Oh, hard cut, breaks a tackle. Down to around 3 minutes. They're at the 8-yard line. Would take a miracle, but technically the game is not over. He's going to look to throw on 1st and goal. Almost sacked, has to throw it away. So it's 2nd and goal with 3 minutes left on the clock. He's going to go end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown. Now looking to go for 2. Would make it a 2-touchdown game. Screen. And he gets dropped for loss. Makes it even harder. 16-point game. Onside kick. Somehow we get it. Oh my God. EA did everything in their power to hand that to West Virginia, and they still somehow didn't get it. I mean, wow. First of all, I want to know exactly who this is. It's literally a wide receiver. It's Knott's, who dropped a pass earlier in the game. Ball could not have been placed any better. Hits him right in his hands. You think a wide receiver would catch that with ease, but no, he does not. And West Virginia completely, number 41, which I think is their kicker. Yeah, their kicker just stick to kicking, buddy. Runs right by the ball. I mean, number 11 runs right by the ball. Finally, somebody has the wherewithal to jump on it. It's like it's the linebacker, but wow. I cannot believe West Virginia sold that. We're going to look to run the clock out now. So on the ground with Williams. He's going to get stuffed. West Virginia calls the timeout. They're trying. Another handoff. Williams picks up around 6. They're going to call their 2nd timeout. It's going to be a 3rd and 4. I think we trust the freshman, Malik Washington, to pick up this 1st down. Going to throw it to Fleming, and Fleming drops it, which stops the clock. Now, we have the option to kick a 49-yard field goal, make it a 3-possession game. But if he misses it, they would take over with okay field position, a timeout, and the 2-minute timeout. So I think we're going to go balls to the wall. Justin Steele sending the offense back out there on 4th and 4. If we don't get it, this will be a highly criticized moment of the game, but who gives a fuck, dude? It's a video game. Quick throw, easy 1st down. Knotts makes up. Okay, he made up for it. He made up for not catching the onside kick. Basically ices the game with that. A run here will take it down to the 2-minute timeout. One more first down and it's game over. Just one first down away. Gonna let Washington throw for it. He's got nuts underneath. Great tackle there. Only a gain of 3. Clock continues to run. We're gonna play it kind of safe on 3rd and 5. See what Williams can do. First down, ends the game. Runs into the defender. 4th and 3, and I mean, worst case scenario, we don't pick it up, and they have a few seconds to try and put up 16. Worst case scenario, we don't pick it up, and they have a few seconds to pick up 16 points with one. No, they don't even have a timeout anymore. So, I feel like this is a pretty easy decision to just go for it. Trust our team. Let Washington throw. He's got a man. It's Webb. Easy first down, and that'll do it. 28-12 is your final score here in Week 1 at home against West Virginia, and obviously DeJon Williams, player of the game, 21 carries, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Quick look at the stats. Malik Washington, 14 of 22, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nothing flashy. Did what he needed to do. Picked up the win. Rushing, we already covered DeJon Williams, but Malik Washington, 6 for 81. I think that is going to be a key thing for us all year. These rushing yards, over 200 in this game. Receiving wise, spread out pretty nicely. Smith and Knotts both had 3 receptions. Fleming with a receiving touchdown. Williams had the receiving touchdown. Defensively, there wasn't really a standout guy. Owens got the only sack. Didn't force any interceptions. Only 2 pass deflections. No fumbles. West Virginia played an okay game. They just couldn't finish off their drives. All right, so headed into Week 2, Miami is 0-1. They dropped their first game. They fell to 18th, but they're still a leap ahead of us in overall. I don't expect for us to win. I do expect for us to compete. Obviously, I'm going to try and win, but it's one of those games where it's like they're obviously better. They're obviously heavy favorites, but we're at home. We have the crowd on our side. We're going to try not to let Miami come in here and bust our walls down. This is Coach Steele's house now. Maryland is not to be overlooked. I am not playing around. And to show that we're not playing around, we're busting out some alternate uniforms. We're going to bust out these beautiful white unis. I don't even know how to describe the coloring on the letters and numbers. I would say like kind of like a metallic goldish with some orange highlights maybe. I don't know, man. It's a beautiful jersey though. Without further ado, let's head into Week 2 against number 18 Miami. At home here at College Park, we are getting the ball first, and we're hopefully going to show them that this is not the Maryland of old. This is Coach Steele's Maryland. We're not playing around. We're going to punch it right down their throats. No pause. First drive of the game, it's a statement drive. And to prove that, we're going to send Williams right up the middle on a run, and he's going to pick up an easy 10. Even more. Give him 13. Now, they do have Ruben Bain. That scares me. Their lowest rated D tackle is better than our highest rated offensive lineman. So, I don't expect our offensive line to hold up here. But hey, we weigh 30 pounds more than them. Yay. Who fucking cares, man? This might be hell. I'm going to give it to Williams again. And yeah, that gap closed immediately. I actually like our numbers here on 2nd and 9. We're just going to feed Williams. carries a man for a first down. Gonna test our luck through the air here. And wide open is Fleming. He's gonna pick up an easy 15. They're gonna show their receiving core. The freshman, 88 overall, Tony, he balled out in real life. I don't know if that's gonna transfer over to the game, but man, one of the greatest freshman seasons in Miami history. Give us to Williams, and Ruben Bain just throws somebody aside with an easy tackle. He's got 99 play rec, 98 power moves. Dude is a demon. He's almost a lock for number 2 pick in the draft this year. Completely went over my head that Miami did make the Natty IRL. So this is definitely a test, but they're 0-1 or 1-0. And somebody did not tell their defense. 3rd and 9. See what Malik Washington can do here. Underneath the knots, breaks a tackle and picks up the first down. Huge there, keeps the drive alive. We're in a rock of play action on 2nd and 10, and we got a man over the middle. It's Knots for the touchdown. Get the crowd pumped. I told you, we're putting it down their throats. No hesitation. All penetration. Let's go, Maryland. So 7-0 here, and you see that offensive line is insane. I doubt our pass rush is even going to get close to touching 18 professional woman respecter Carson Beck. 7-0 lead though. Expect our defense to play up to standard. Yeah, not quite, man. Nobody even touched him till he picked up 15. Fletcher. It's another great player. I mean, there's just so many on this Miami team. RPO action. He breaks a tackle. Another first down. 2 plays, 2 first downs. And this might be a big mistake, but we're going to try our luck and run some man coverage. Luckily, it's a handoff where we actually stuff them. No gain. Not going to make the same mistake calling man coverage. That honestly scared me. It's stuck on the offensive line. It's a quick throw. Only going to pick up 3. So a chance for our defense to get a stop here. This would be huge early on. And this feels like a go big or go home situation. We're going to send a blitz. See if we can somehow penetrate that offensive line. And they've got a man wide open. He's going to walk in. 43 yards. Excellent defense. Maryland Terrapins. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll tie it up 7-7. Starting from the 17 here on drive number 2. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to start out with a little screen pass to Williams. And he just cannot get the motor going in time. Man. 2nd and 9 here. Wide open is Fleming, but he takes a shot after only 5. It's going to put us in a 3rd down already. So 3rd and 4 here to start the second quarter. Need to pick this up. This is a must convert. Fleming in the flat. Hits the corner and picks up the first down. Can maybe use this to our advantage to pick up some momentum. Gonna need to match every possession they score, and that RPO was blown up. Luckily able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but man, this game is as difficult as I thought it would be. Give this to Williams, going back to our bread and butter, and Williams easily picks up 17. Gonna put our chips on the table here. 1st and 10. Stock verts, and wide open is Fleming. All the way down to the 26. Fleming's got 57 here already. Little RPO here on 1st and 10. Quick throw out to Smith. And, like, what is that, bro? He tackles me through the blocker. And don't throw speed option up there after what happened last time. Against my better judgment, we're not going speed option. We're going to look to the air here on 2nd and 6. I like the matchup with Williams. Touchdown, Terps. Bend me over. Slow fuck me like a turtle. Touchdown, Terrapins. It's a 14-7 now. Defense coming back out here, and we really cannot afford to do what we did last time. We're going to start with a play action. Throws it, and somehow he makes the grab, able to get him down. Easy gain of 28 to start the drive. I don't love that. And they're going hurry up. They're going to hand it off to Fletcher, and Fletcher's got big gains. Breaks a tackle, but luckily steps out. Man. Just having their way with our defense right now. Gonna hope the pressure gets home here. Running man coverage. But Scruggs intercepts it. 16-year senior Carson Beck throws it right to our user. Crowd is going insane. Huge forced turnover, and Maryland looks to set a statement. All momentum in our favor. Williams out of the backfield. Only a pickup of 3. Malik Washington a perfect 10 for 10 to start this game. Hand off to Williams. Just can't get it going. It's going to be a quick 3rd down. We cannot pass up this momentum. We got to take advantage and go up 2 possessions here. Smith is going to be open underneath. Makes a cut all the way up to the 44. Octavian Smith takes us down to the 2-minute timeout. 14-7 lead with the football. Going back to Williams on the ground, and he's going to have room, but Ruben Bain somehow chases him down. Unbelievable speed. We're going to go right back to Williams, straight up the middle. He's going to come up a yard shy of the first, but I have faith. I have faith. I don't know why I'm doing this. Stock 4 verts. Looks like they're stacking the box for a blitz. We're just going to send up a prayer. Pressure drops off. Ruben Bain. Oh my Lord. Ruben Bain got home instantly. Yeah, that might have been my bad. Not the best play call there. But we're going to pin him deep because that's what we do. Greatest punter on YouTube. Never mind. Terrible punt. They'll take over the 25. Oh, Lord. So they got a minute, 2 timeouts to try and go down and put up some points. Set a screen to Fletcher there. He'll pick up a 1st down. They'll call another timeout. Plenty of time for them to go down and score. Need our defense to come up. Another screen to Fletcher. Tackled inbounds, just a gain of 5. They're going hurry up. Over the middle, knocked down, nearly intercepted there. Carson Beck almost throws his 2nd pick of the day. Would have been the more accurate Carson Beck. It's 3rd and 5 now. This is a huge 3rd down. Crowd's starting to pick up. Touch pass, play action. And he's sacked! Our defense gets home. Timeout with 30 seconds left. Now we'll have a chance. We have 23 seconds. We're at our own 25. Malik Washington has played great so far. 7-point lead. Don't want to risk it too bad. Quick throw to Knotts. 1st down. We're going to go hurry up. Actually, we're just going to call the timeout. We have 2 timeouts. 1 now. No need to let precious time tick away. Quick throw out to Knotts. Out of bounds. Up near midfield. Still 15 seconds. We have time for 2-ish plays. We just have to make them count. Another quick throw out to Knotts, and they're just giving us underneath. 11 seconds. I think a touchdown might be out of the question, but can definitely get in field goal range with 11 seconds. Pressure nearly gets home. Still time to get into field goal range. Throw to Williams. Timeout with 3 seconds. It's going to be a deep field goal, but Got to put our trust in our kicker here. 50-plus yarder. Wind is against him. Yeah, I have no words for that. Just a bit outside. Tyler Loop, maybe? I don't know, man. That was my first kick on college football in a couple weeks. Before that, probably months. I don't know, man. Anyways, 14-7 lead at half. So after the Tyler Loop, Billy Cundiff-esque shank, common here in Maryland, we have a 14-7 lead. Quick throw underneath. Pickup of 9. Miami embarrassed out here so far. Only 7 points. Trailing to the Terps. No lead is safe right now, though. And it's a handoff. Fletcher. Decent pickup there. They're going to go turbo. Drops back, looking to throw. Goes underneath again. Drag down. Gain of 8. We're going to send some pressure here. Quick throw in the flat. Good tackle. It's a big gain for them. Well, we avoid the touchdown there. Really need our defense to step up. Another quick throw. They're just finding the seams every time. Doesn't matter what we run. Man in motion again. Again, finding the seam. Down to the 2. Does not look like our defense wants to get a stop. Just going to send an all-out blitz here and hope for the best. And he's going to get tackled for loss. 2nd and goal from the 4. Let's see if the Terps defense can make a stand. It's going to be another handoff. And he gets shifty and breaks tackles, man. Abysmal tackling. I don't even have a punchline for this one. Wow. We're all tied up. This game's going better than I thought, so we just kind of have to look at that touchdown and go, yeah, I deserve 2 looped up fingers in my butt. Anyways, 14-14. So, following an abysmal kick return attempt, we're starting at the 12-yard line, putting our offense in a deep hole. Not your mother's, but 3:33 left. We're tied with Miami. I mean, I feel like we're playing pretty well, but, you know, it's not really seeming like it anymore. 2nd and 11 now. Just going to run stock stick. See what we can do. Have a man open over the middle. It's Farouk. 1st down. Crowd's starting to pick up a little more. I think we give it to Williams. Let him pick up 15. That is not 15. Ruben Bain, please stay the fuck away from me. Screw it. Stock. 4 verts. Deep shot. He's got a step. Can't haul it in. Oh, that would have been huge. Just like your dad. Anyways, 3rd and 14 now. I just gotta hope for a miracle here. Wide open is Williams, but it gets undercut, broken up. That's just phenomenal reaction time. We're gonna have to punt it away. Fumble! More! Touchdown! Holy. Our special teams has been the highlight of this team. They come up huge again. Special teams touchdown. Alex Moore. Just like that, all momentum is back. 21-14. Following a huge special teams bailout touchdown, we take back a 7-point lead. We're going to go over the middle. Their offense has not quite been the problem. Like, they haven't been perfect, but then again, it's Miami against Maryland, so they should be doing better at least. But we're still hanging in there. We're up 7. Just a few more minutes. One stop from the defense could really, really put this game into a good position. Oh, that good play fake. Underneath, Carson Beck can't find him. Still 13 of 16, 181 and a touchdown. Did throw that interception. This is pretty good game from Carson Beck, considering he's Carson Beck. Finds a man, and for some reason, our best player on the team looks like, I don't even want to take a shot right now at anybody, but Marcus Williams on the Minneapolis Miracle, if you know, you know. Making Carson Beck look like Joe Flacco in the 2012 AFC Championship. Man. 2nd and 6 after the gain of 4 for Fletcher. For some reason, we don't seem to have an answer for him. And Scruggs almost picks him off again. Goes right over his head. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, though. Maryland up a touchdown. I gotta say, I'm impressed. All 3 levels of the game have played decently. Special teams, touchdown. You know, anytime that happens, you think the team would be winning the game, but it might not be the case here. So let's start out the 4th quarter, 1st and 10 from the 26. I don't like a 3-man rush here. It's kind of too late. We're actually gonna blitz a linebacker. Oh, run it with Fletcher. Bad angles. Again, easy gains. 1st and 10 from the 13. Motion Fletcher out wide, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. 2nd and 13. Here we go. Stadium's waking up. Momentum starting to shift. Sending a man in motion. Finds a man. Almost scores down at the 1. Our defense has had no answers on this drive. It's going to be a handoff. Breaks 2 tackles, walks in. I mean, Fletcher may as well be Ashton Genty on Boise State. He's only 9 for 57, but it just feels like so much more than that. Extra point ties it. Tied up at 21. 4:58 left in the game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. This might come down to the wire. All right, first play of the drive. Just give it to Williams, see what he can do. And Williams, easy first down. Like, I would love to run the clock all the way down. Kick a field goal as time. Actually, maybe not kick a field goal, bro. Let me stop. But score with little time left. Maybe kick a field goal. Maybe. Maybe if it's like a 20-yarder. A little scared after that last one, but you just got to score. And Ruben Bain, dude. I never want to play this dude ever again in my life. So after Ruben Bain turned into prime Lawrence Taylor and just bullied our offensive line again, it's 3rd and 9. And this could be a huge stop. But they're not going to get... They will get it! Are you kidding me? Dejon Williams. Learn Chinese, buddy. You might be headed to Shanghai. Wow. Ultimate bailout with 3:34 left. They'll take over from the 24. I don't see a world where we stop them here. It's a screen. Bad tackle attempt, but we still get him. Only a gain of 2. I'm scared running man here, but I have confidence in our user. They're going to run it anyway. Great play call. Coach Steele with the play call of a century. It's 3rd and 10. The things I would let Carson Beck do to me if he can sell this game away. And he does, bro. Carson Beck hit my line, bro. 4th and 7. He goes underneath and out of bounds. We're going to get another shot. Our defense comes up clutch. Smith finally gets a chance to return it. versus field almost had a seam. We're going to take over from the 38. 2:27 on the clock. Another opportunity for Malik Washington to lead a game-winning drive against a ranked opponent. John Williams, I apologize for telling you to learn Chinese. Please carry us to the win. So we're out of the 2-minute timeout. We're at the 46. Tie game. I like the numbers. Williams fumbles. Ruben Bain, I swear, bro. I swear, this dude literally haunts me. I'm gonna have a nightmare about Ruben Bain penetrating me tonight. This dude has been relentless. I mean, he may as well be OG Mudbone, bro. Like, we can't be serious. Now they're at midfield. I'm in at 57. Still have all 3 timeouts. Can hope for a miracle, but Mark Fletcher gets it. We're able to bottle him up. Loss of 2. We're going hurry up. Can only assume pass. 2nd and long. They are going to the air. Underneath the Fletcher. And that's just on me. Terrible tackle attempts. He's going to get an easy first down. They're almost in field goal range. Let's bring up the DBs. It's a quick screen pass. Force him back inside. Only a gain of 1. Not going to call a timeout just yet. I need to see something here. Need a huge defensive play. I'm begging. And he breaks a tackle. I mean, our defense could not tackle Helen Keller right now, bro. Like, I swear. There's no point in calling a timeout. We're going to have to start spamming timeouts after this play. And Carson Beck is going to keep it. Do not, bro. Breaks a hit stick. And finally goes down at the 8. 1st and goal. I mean, the game's basically over. We just let Carson Beck, 16-year senior, run for 22 and basically win the game. I mean, what more could we do there? 1st and goal. We can hope and pray we get a stop. So we have them at a 2nd and goal from the 6 now after Fletcher only picked up 2. Just hope and pray for a stop. They're going to run it again. Finally a good tackle. But that is our last timeout. 3rd and goal. They should pass it here. No, they're going to keep it on the ground and Fletcher's going to walk in untouched. Wow. Thought they'd go end zone. They didn't, and Mark Fletcher, may as well call him Papa. He might be our father's. 3 touchdowns, just no answer for him. 17 seconds, no timeouts. I don't know why we're slow motioning an extra point, but gonna need a miracle here. Alright, so we got 12 seconds after the kick return. Gonna hope for a seam shot and Hail Mary attempt. And we have no time. And it's gonna be intentional grounding, delay of game. Game over. That's how we're gonna lose our first game of the season. 10-second runoff, and that'll do it. 14 unanswered in the 4th quarter for Miami. Mark Fletcher, go ahead and remind me. 3 touchdowns. Just couldn't stop him when it mattered, man. That's where we're going to leave off on episode 2. We go 1-1 on the episode. I think we proved that we're a better team than what the Maryland standard is right now. I mean, we kept it close with ranked Miami, who is a much better team than us. Only really lost it at the end because of a Ruben Bain strip. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of Maryland Dynasty, and this time I'm actually going to stay consistent. I'm going to upload at minimum 1 episode a week. But yeah, episode 1 in the books. See you guys in episode 2. Peace.